Hey everyone, welcome. It's the 8th of March 2023. Welcome. So this is just a quick overview of what we're going to be making today. We're making our own hidden paperclip or altered paperclip pen holder. Please enjoy. Hi everyone, welcome. It's Jarf here from Mirage. It's great to have you join me today, and I hope you're all well and having a beautiful day wherever you are. So today is the 8th of March 2023, and I'm just popping in just to do a little bit of recording because the video that you're going to see was done back in 2020. I'll at the properties and I'll be able to let you know specifically when it was done. As you all know, my videos are not done real time. They're in a bit of a disarray with my the way that I'm organized these days, but it's I'm not in chronological order. So at the moment, because I'm still working on a number of tutorials, and that's why I haven't been around, plus a few other things that have come along, which it disrupts the flow of time, it disrupts the flow of energy and even inspiration, as all of you will no doubt know. But yeah, so the reason why I'm throwing this one in, I just wanted to get the ball rolling again for you. I apologize for not being around much, but I'm constantly aware, and it's always in the back of my mind, and I'm thinking I've got to get some videos done. So what I'm trying to do is find the videos that are a lot more easier to edit. It rapidly means I can shift them over into YouTube and of course make them available to you. So one of them that I'm hoping to find is this one here. So this one is basically a bookcase to house our, that you may recall, I might try videos in the description box, but how I made these journals. And also I haven't forgotten these ones, so that's going to be coming soon as well, these particular jewellery pieces. So please stay tuned. Please invite your friends to join and subscribe and put your notification bells on, because I can't wait to be sharing that with you. Thank you for your patience. So I've housed it in this box, and a lot of you will be familiar with this paper because this paper is in the same kit as the panels for these ones here. Okay, so that's what they are. So that video will be coming as well. If I can, I might be able to combine that with the tutorial that I want to show you of this. But basically, that's what it is. We'll be making that together. And one of the things I wanted to show you was that you can really go to town using your journal jewellery and creating something like that. I mean, I'm in love with this. I'm thinking, boy, I'd like to make this into a journal cover. And the other one that I was just had at hand, I mean, you can use so many, was basically, again, this is part of a tutorial that's coming, but you've kind of got an idea of how I do it these days. And then that can sit in there, and it just gives it that kind of 3D dimension again. So once again, you could really go to town just decorating a little bookcase or bookshelf to keep these guys in nice and tidy as well. Okay, so I will try my hardest to get this one up and loaded, because I think I don't really need to do much editing on that one, so I'll have to go scouting for that. And of course, I've still got a bit extra to do with you guys with these as well. But today's video, after all that, you'll be going, oh, how disappointing. We're just going to be making a pen holder. Oh, how boring. Anyway, I thought I'd show you how I make a altered paper clip, hidden paper clip, as a pen holder using whatever fabric you've got or an embroidery piece. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And I just wanted to show you how you can utilize it. So for example, you just need to put it at the last page there, and there it is. Easy to, you know, it's not in the way, but if you don't want it there, you can slip it anywhere. You might want to have it at the front of your journal in here. But because of the way I've designed it, it's sticking. Just turn it around. It's sticking outside of the journal rather than clumping it in. And of course you could have it tucked on the outside if you wanted to, but I think generally it looks a lot better. Might be better on this one. Okay. Right, so see how it sits nicely there, but it's not in the way. That's what it looks like at the front, and that's the way it is on the side. But you might prefer to have it up here. You know, that might be more the look you're going for. Yeah, so you could have it that way. So it's just a really easy way of keeping your pens with your journals without them getting in the way. Okay, so yeah, really handy way, and it's really pretty as well. So that's what we're going to be making today, everyone. So join me to watch one of my older tutorials. I'll either have a subtitle up, or I might do a voiceover of when it was recorded, so you can get an idea where it was placed. But it was roughly at around the same time when I was making those journal jewelleries and recording them as well. So definitely the 2020s. Woohoo! All right, so yep, these are coming. These ones, the tutorial. This will be coming. If you are interested in the kits, a lot of you will most likely have them already, and I thank you for that, everyone. But if you're interested in this, I will definitely link below the actual kits that they're in. Okay, so I love this because I have it sitting up on my next to my printers on a shelf above where my desk is and my computer, and I can easily pull them out whenever I need. Nice and tidy, they don't gather dust, easy to clean. This was so easy and fun to make, and I love it. It just, I really do. So I look forward, oops, there we go, it's sliding away. So I look forward to, let's put that there. Oh, another thing that you can do, you could even have this like so. It's a bit hard to show you what that would look like, but if this is sitting up, I don't know if this is going to pick it up, but if you can imagine this sitting on your desk somewhere, this could end up being where you keep your pen, you pull it out, and you pull out the journal that you need to work with, blah, 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 right, and then you put it back in, you know, so you grab this, you do all your writing in there, put it back in, and then in goes the pen, blah. So it has numerous uses, numerous, and this could be more like that. So that's what that would look like. So let's make this exciting pen holder. It's an altered paper clip, altered hidden paper clip pen holder. Let's do it, everybody. Come and join me on Craft with Jarf series and the Medieval Mirage method. Please enjoy. Hey everyone, welcome to my mess. I hope you're all well. It's the 2nd of June, and I wanted to just come in and talk a little bit about the altered paper clips that we're going to be making. However, at the same time, I would like to have the ability to house a pen. And so what I've done is I've quickly worked out the pen that I most likely will be using. So it'll just depend on the style of pen or pencil that you guys use, and get an idea of the measurement. You do want it to move up and down, but you don't want it to be dropping out. So a pen that allows for that kind of a clip effect is your best option. So a thinner pen, it means that, you know, things will fit in a lot better in your situation. But anyway, what I thought we would do is, this is the idea that I've got, so I just want to talk it through with you. Okay, so basically this is the foundation, and I've got a really long clip in this instance. This is where I would be putting glue. So some of you might like to use hot glue. I'm going to use the glue that I've been talking about that sort of adheres metal to paper. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to glue, and I'm going to have to trim this down, which means I'll have to trim that down. Okay. So let me just do that now. Alright, so we just don't want it to be seen. I mean, it doesn't matter if it is seen. So you can absolutely sew this down along there. It may even allow for little hidey spots in between. But yeah, I'll most likely just use fabric glue to glue this down, and then on this side, this down. And then, once that's glued, we're going to be gluing this all together. Of course, this will need trimming down too. So, okay. So you could absolutely do it the other way. You could glue this down first onto here on either side. Glue it down and then proceed to do it that way. But the reason why I mentioned it the other way is because you may choose to sew this down. If you do decide to sew this onto here, then you would need to do it right now and then glue the whole thing together. So what I might do is I might use, just to keep it so you might just want to ink the top parts of this because some of it might be seen. Alright, so this is where this will be. That's going to hold everything down. Okay. And I'm going to glue that on there. And then it's just a matter of gluing this on, like so, onto there. And what this will mean is once it's all sewn, so just imagine it's all sewn together, will mean you can clip this in and there you go. You have a decorative piece. Obviously it'll look different to that because this needs to be glued down, but yeah, you'll have a decorative piece, and you don't have to have it as big as this by any means. It's just, I thought this was really pretty, and it would be a really great place to put it, say, on a dashboard. So if you've got a dashboard in this setup, and you can put it anywhere. That's what's so wonderful about it. It's not in a fixed spot, but you might choose to have it at the top there. And yeah, so it does stick out a little bit, so but it has the ability to go in and out, I guess. So there could be, if you didn't like it sticking out so much, you could have the ability of just doing a little bit of slow stitching and just tacking it on either side, and that would still allow for that. Just sit a little bit more nifty next to it. But let's just have another look. Give me just a tick. Put something here. Go. Let's just try this out. Okay, so let's just... So that's what it would look like in your journal if it's at the very, very back. If it's tucked in there at the very, very back. Makes it easy to grab. Just play around with this so that it's easy to put your pen through. You might have different types of pens. Make sure that you can get it in, out. Okay, so I just wanted to show you something. Remember how I was talking about the challenge of this sort of hanging over? Well, have a look at this. I've been able to pin this back with paper clips, of all things. So some of you might want to tack it on by hand. Some of you may prefer to sew it down or glue it down, but I thought it's nice to have the ability to do either. So in other words, if you wanted it there, you could easily remove it, and if you didn't want it, if you wanted them easily to put in, if it wasn't so okay, so basically all I did was, so that's how it's going to sit, and of course I'll have to trim those, but so see there, what you're going to do is you're going to get your paper clip to go in there, your paper clip to go in there, and then on the other side I'm going to do the same, just make that a little bit more closed. Okay, and you can still put your pen in there, but it's a lot more tighter. Do we glue it right to the end? I think on this side I would probably stop gluing it to about there and glue the back. So let's do that now. Let's first of all get this one done, and once again you decide on the best glue for yourself. I'm going to be using this one because it seems to be working for me. Boy, it's really pouring down with rain. And the wind is going for it. Oh wow, we've had some weird weather. Put a little bit more, just to make sure, because there's going to be quite a bit hanging off this, so I want to make sure it really sticks. Okay, and now we also want to put this on here, so I'm going to grab this, which is my tacky glue. So I'm now going to put the tacky glue on and make sure I don't pour it so much. I really want to get a good adherence to this. I am very heavy-handed with my glues, I know, but better to be safe than sorry. Alright, now there's going to be something we need to do first, and that is make sure that this doesn't get glued down at all. I don't want this getting glued down at all in here without getting glue on the wax. I want to get it right, and that's it. So now on this goes, and I'm just going to center it as best I can. And now I'm going to use this to do this. So I'm just going to trim off these ends. Alright, so we want to make sure we get this glue on there. Okay, but we're going to be gluing this. Okay, so I'm going to start at the back here, glue it down. Different glues for different textures. So the first glue that you saw it's great with anything really, it just glues everything down. Then I used the tacky glue because that was just cardboard or like cardstock on like cardstock, and this glue is like Fab-O-Tac or fabric glue, and it's a go-to glue. I absolutely love it. So I want to make sure it kind of goes right into that corner. And the glue will seep through a little bit, so I'm not too worried about that at all. So wax paper is a good way of dealing with glue that seeps through. Okay, so now we've got this side, and I'm going to start it. I'm going to kind of get the glue from there so that I have got the ability to take out those paper clips if required, but I don't think I'll need to. So, battery just ran out on me, but just gluing it, pressing it down. A little bit of the glue has come through, but that doesn't bother me at all. It's quite a decorative piece, so you're focused more on the decorative pieces. And in fact, I was just thinking, you know, just sort of allow for adding a little extras here and there. It allows for other little gemstones to be placed on there if I wanted to make it more groovy. So I'm going to leave this overnight to dry. Where's the pen? Okay, the pen's over there. I'm going to leave this in, this bit there. But, you know, a very decorative way of creating a paper clip. And a pen holder at the same time, using paper clips to sort of bring it forward so that it doesn't stick out too much. Because then you can decide how much this sticks out. So you might want it nice and tight, but you might be happy to have it out there and the pen isn't going to get in the way. So, thank you for joining me, everyone. I'm going to let that sit overnight. But I'm just making sure it's all adhered to and it feels really good. The glue's not seeping out anymore. It's doing its thing. And yeah. Hey everyone, I'm back. So I just wanted to show you this dried, and it's come about beautifully. It's nice and firm, which is what I wanted. You can just see a little bit of the glue, and I guess if I just kind of used a brush, you know, like a brush like this. But you know, if you took your time, you could easily flick whatever's off, but it's not that bad at all. It's lovely and firm. This is holding my pen beautifully. These are the pens that I'm going to be using, so this is just awesome. Let me now show you. So this is quite thick cardstock. So how it will go into a journal is like so. And now I have the option, see how I've got my paper clips on either side? I have the option of releasing those because I haven't glued them right in. There's a little bit of a gap there. And voila. There it is. Now I can decide how far out it goes now. If I want it to be out there, I can. But if I don't want to, it can be nice and tucked in. And the other thing is you can have it at the top of your page as well, if that's what you would prefer. So I'm going to put that there. And voila, it's done. There's your pen. Easy breezy. So there you go. It's out of the way. It's at the back. You can decide how far it goes in, but it's not going to be in your way. and it adds a little bit of interest when you look at it on the side. So it's out the way, out at the back. You can decide how low you want it, how high. This is what's so wonderful, and look at that. It's out of the way, it's tucked in neatly, and the great thing is you can have something there that you want to keep. Oops. You know, you've got another piece of an area, and look at the back of it. It's just so pretty. So yeah. So I don't know if anyone else has done something like this. I haven't seen it, but that's not to say it hasn't been done before. So it's nice and firm, is just 2 paper clips, which I can take out if I want to, if I need to. It will kind of tighten your it will tighten the area where you put your pen through. That's what you need to watch. So you may need to go back again and sew a little bit closer in. But you should be able to kind of even create a loop effect just using those ones. But at least you know how to go about it. It's there to stay. But a pen, this is what you're going to need. If you're a list maker, are you always looking for pens? I know I am. They're all over the place. At least they're in one place again with our papers as well as our lists, our categories, and now we have the ability to throw our pen wherever we want it. Wherever we want it. That's what's amazing about this, and it can, you know, jut out here and there because you've got control, or you can have it at the top. So that's it, everybody. I hope you can try this out, and I just wanted to say thank you everyone for watching and joining me today. Please take care of your lovely selves, and I'll see you soon. Bye.